Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Right. Black Ops 2, as it stands, on the 18th of November, 5 days after it's released, Black Ops 2 is totally dead. The game is not worth playing. You cannot take enjoyment out of this game. Maybe if you played in a full party, it's possible to take 1 ounce of enjoyment out of this game. But other than that, no, you cannot enjoy it. The lag compensation is 100% ruining the game. It is horrendous. Every single gunfight, you never know, you never feel confident that you'll win it because the fucking game is compensating for someone else's poorer connection, and it's making all gunfights totally ruined. It's like a coin toss. You cannot have this in your game. You need to remove it. Treyarch, are you listening? You have to take lag compensation out of this game. Make it like Modern Warfare 2. Make it even like Black Ops. The original Black Ops had bad lag and it had bad hit detection in general. However, it was 10 times smoother than this sack of shite, which is Black Ops 2. The second major thing which is ruining this game, there's no sound. The sound, enemy directional cues are non-existent. You cannot pick up footsteps. You cannot hear people walking around the map, whether they've got dead silence on, whether they've got anything on. It doesn't make a difference if they're running up behind me with fucking engineering, extreme conditioning. I can't hear them. You have to make it so that by default, everyone gives off sounds in Black Ops. That's what you have to do. Oh my god. Awareness does fuck all. Awareness does not increase the sound. Maybe once a game I can hear a tiny little pitter patter right behind me when the guy is pulling his knife out to stab me. But other than that, you cannot hear anything. This is a serious design flaw. It was in Black Ops, but the reason it was more manageable in Black Ops was because the maps were 10 times better and because the lag compensation was 10 times better. But in a game where the maps are so cramped and clustered and just tight and narrow, you have to patch the sound. That is critical so that we can hear enemies. Trust me, even if I didn't have a Turtle Beach headset, I would still be complaining that the sound is terrible, because even on a TV with just 2 speakers that are sat a few meters away from me, I can still sound hard to an extent. You still want to be able to pick up the footsteps and any kind of enemy directional sounds. You still want to be able to pick them up, like gun reloads, like when they throw a grenade, etc, etc. All them things you still want to be able to hear, because obviously sound is a critical thing when it comes to first person shooter games. If you go back and play COD 4 and play Modern Warfare 2, which both had exceptional perfect sound, which should be the standard in any first person shooter game, you can hear all those things. So if someone unpins a grenade, I can hear it and I can tell where he is. If someone starts moving, I can hear him and I can tell where he is. This is how it should be. It's nothing to do with headsets. It's a fact of first-person shooter games that enemies and you as a player, you should give off movement when you move. You should give off sound when you move. Of course you should. Just like in real life, if you walk down the street, you give off sounds. And if you want the sounds to be reduced, you should either crouch walk or you should do other things to reduce the sound that you make off. But this should be a part of your game. It shouldn't just be everyone has Ninja Pro by default. Because in Black Ops 2 right now, it is literally as if every single person has Ninja Pro by default. Ninja Pro from Modern Warfare 2. You can't hear people. That is utterly unacceptable. Shame on you, Treyarch. Shame on you, David Vonderhaar, for not seeing this when you were developing the game. Fucking shame on you, because it's an absolute disgrace that you've let it to be released like this. That brings us on to the maps. Now then, the maps, the main issue. There's a serious issue here. This is the fact that they designed them like Modern Warfare 3. However, they're slightly different because they've put head glitching spots in there and much more cover, which is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. However, the flank routes and the narrow corridors and the whole tight and crampedness of the map, what that does is, when you design maps that way, making them so-called more run and gun, you do the exact opposite. What you do is you force people to become even more campish because they feel like they can't move around the map because it's like a maze and there's so many different areas where they can come from. They can't gain any map control because there's too many flank routes and too many corridors and too much shit going on. So its skill equalises. That's what it does. That's why most people did not like the maps of Modern Warfare 3, because unlike any other Call of Duty game, they made them in that cramped, narrow corridored style, which prevents any kind of map control happening. So everyone is skill equalised, and it ruins the game. That's the other major reason why I didn't play Modern Warfare 3. I've got a 3KD on that game, but I hate it. It's a horrible, horrendous game because of the lag compensation and because of the maps. And guess what? Black Ops 2 is copying them. It's going down that route, and it's only the 50 it's been released. However, the maps, like I've just said, the maps are better on Black Ops 2 because of the head glitching spots and the cover. The head glitching spots and cover are much better in this game, and it's exactly what they should be like, because you need cover in a Call of Duty game. That takes skill to hide behind, I don't know, a barrel or something, a trailer or something, some kind of wall, anything in the game that's put there so that you can head glitch or cover part of your body and pick people off. That's part of the game. Even for people who rush, it's a serious part of the game. You have to be able to hide behind cars and walls to be able to move around the map safely. That should be a part of the game. Of course it should. So that aspect is good. What is not good is the general map design. The fact that you've forced everyone to face people on narrow, long lines of sight, or even narrow and short lines of sight. That is not good. We want open gameplay. Think about Afghan on Modern Warfare 2. Think about Wasteland. Think about any map. Think about Estate from Modern Warfare 2. Think about all the fantastic maps from Black Ops. You have to design the maps like previous Call of Duty games, not like Modern Warfare 3, which is not a Call of Duty game. It's not. It's a terrible, horrible game. So the maps are bad. The lag compensation is ruining the game. The sound is horrendous and also ruining the game. It's a toxic combination. It really is. And right now, like I'm saying, I believe the game is dead. It's dead until they patch the sound and the lag compensation. That's when I'll play the game again. Until then, I can't force myself to go in the game because it is total torture. Oh my god, it's been too soon.